Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make us high so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia.
And it's your boy, BJ. And we are back like we never left. We back in the building. We appreciate y'all for holding us down and supporting our channel. We're about to be checking out now. This should be a very, very inquisitive video.
Okay.
And you know, I want to get your take on it. Now, we're about to check out drones capture what we're not supposed to see.
Drones? What no one was supposed to see. Captures what no one was supposed to see.
Number 2. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So I'm just wondering,
my mind just went wondering. Okay?
Just from an aerial view, the things that a drone would capture that basically no one is supposed to see.
Okay.
All right,
Should be good.
Ready to check it out?
Yeah.
Now this has to do with like drones and just kind of like just taking to the air and seeing things that typically you wouldn't see.
Yeah.
Every day. So.
Okay. Yeah. And this video comes from the Supreme channel, so we'll be sure to link the video down in the description if y'all would like to check it out.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the family, and let's jump into this video.
All right, let's check it out. Let's see.
Drones, everywhere drones. They're flying, they're driving, they're filming, and they're here. Simple as that. Drones are like spiders. They say you're never further than 6 feet away from one at any given moment. But don't be scared. Drone technology is doing a lot of good in the world and taking us places we never thought we'd go.
It's a glimpse into the center of the earth. It's like listening to the heartbeat of the planet.
Or maybe shouldn't go. They help us see things we might never have dreamed possible. And you're about to see what we mean. 15 weird things caught on camera by a drone, part 2. Number 15. Flamethrower drone. What do you do when power lines get all kinds of trash hanging from them and it's not safe to send up a human? You send in the drones that shoot fire.
What?
Drones in China are being used by an electric power maintenance company to get rid of plastic bags and other debris that gets caught in places that are hard to reach. It carries a weight of 25 pounds and is guided by a man in a hard hat using a 14-channel radio controller. The video shows the tool being used in a testing capacity, replacing a job once delegated to humans on cranes. Maintenance workers demonstrated the removal of the long nylon net and twining around a UHV with the flamethrower drone. The nylon net was brought by a strong wind and severely affected the line's safe operation. Workers flew the flame-throwing drone towards the net, spitting fire at the nylon net and burning it to the ground. In 10 minutes, the power line resumed its normal operation.
Oh, wow.
Is any of this safe? Who knows? But after watching this video, hopefully you've gained a new appreciation of flying robots and what they're capable of. It could also be a little terrifying seeing a flamethrower drone.
Right?
Just saying. Now, let's get ready for today's open discussion. Can you believe that a drone accidentally captured this strange discovery in Mexico? It looks like an island in the middle of a volcano, one that's been skillfully carved into some sort of Olympic-sized ritualistic altar or alien portal, looking almost like a cauldron on the moon. But if you're trying to get on this island on foot, forget about it. Literally, floor is lava. A drone, on the other hand, this has to be one of the weirdest things caught on camera by a drone.
Wow.
Question is, what do you think it could be? How did it get here? And what do you think created this mysterious Mexican island in a volcano? Maybe it was used by some ancient civilization before the land became too inhospitable, and this drone has captured a relic from the past. Who can say? There's gotta be a reason. Sound off in the comments below. Use the hashtag open discussion.
That's
You wanna know-
crazy.
Look like a little ritual place. Look like a place where, you know, back in the days, like the Mayans and the Incas.
Like in a volcano,
That looks like
though?
a place that they would be.
They would not be there.
Maybe if it's not still a volcano, maybe if the volcano like was no longer active, but even like in the middle of it, it looked like that was a place where you would like go and worship or something like that. They got the mountains like surrounding you, and you could just stand right there in the middle, and got the sun straight above you and everything.
That is really strange.
Talk to
though,
the sun
that-
guys, just like that.
It's just like that, yeah.
But the thing in the middle is the volcano, right?
No, that's something that's on the volcano. This is the volcano. Like this whole thing is the volcano.
Oh, I got you.
It's like a thing inside of the volcano.
On top
like,
of the volcano.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I'm like, how would that even get there? Like the only way I could think is like some kind of way it cooled off and it formed that, but
like
it
the
didn't.
lava.
Yeah.
I can see the way that the ridges are and things like that. You could tell that that's just from like maybe years and years of like lava building on each other, cooling off, building on top of each other, and cooling off. Okay.
But it's weird that it's right in the middle though. That it would build like that. That's what's
in the very middle. Too.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be
like
a reason.
Dormant too.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments below. Use the hashtag open discussion. You want to know a little secret? If you smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, you'll have superpowers for the rest of your life. So what are you waiting for? Time to fly. Number 14. Chimp Attack. This footage was filmed at the Royal Burger Zoo, one of the biggest zoos in the Netherlands. A cameraman strapped a camera to a drone to film sweeping aerial shots from inside the chimpanzee enclosure. But their film was cut short when an angry ape resident uses a branch to smash the drone from the sky. The camera survives the fall, only to be picked up by a chimpanzee who inadvertently uses it to film a selfie. Chimps share 98.7% of their DNA with humans and have a lot of the same traits. They're known for being intelligent, social, and violent animals that live in complex societies, and they're stronger than humans despite being smaller. In fact, they're about 1.35 times more powerful than us, and as drones become an increasingly common presence in our skies, now they've messed with our closest living ancestors and have paid the price. As you can see, the wily chimp got right to work climbing up to the drone and attacking it with sticks. Creative use of tools. Opposable thumbs. Take that, you flying robot. According to the zookeeper, the entire clan then descended on the downed drone and made sure it would never fly again. The attached camera, however, survived. Number 13.
Wow. You can see him reach out with a stick like, get off my grass.
This is a no-fly zone over here.
You don't even go here.
He thought he probably thought like a big fly or a big bee or a wasp or something.
He didn't care what it was. I don't care. Don't go here. Okay? The fact that he reached out with a dang tree branch, though.
And was like,
Drone with claws. A Japanese company in the business of drones has unveiled a new model with custom-developed robotic arms for completing hands-on operations. Literally. The drone's capabilities show it flexing its claws in midair, delivering water and flotation devices, and confidently carrying away a metal chair like a bird of prey. The clawed model was showcased at a drone expo held in Las Vegas. Though its arms can carry approximately 25 pounds, the drone has a maximum payload to 44 pounds. It can fly for up to 30 minutes at about 35 miles an hour on a single charge. According to its manufacturers, the drone can perform a variety of operations at high altitudes, over long distances, and in places where it would be too dangerous for humans, including grasping cargo, cutting cables, turning dials, flicking switches, dropping life-saving buoys, and retrieving hazardous material. The extent of these possibilities captured the imagination of the internet, of course, with tech journalists and social media users speculating about its applications for good and bad. But there's strong demand for drones to be able to directly perform specific hands-on operations. Number 12.
I saw something like that not too long ago. And they were talking about like delivering people's people's foods and groceries and stuff like that with the drones. Like, yeah, I could see this being like something that they definitely.
It's next level. Like they're already doing it, you know.
Yeah.
In certain areas. Yep.
Directly perform specific hands-on operations. Number 12. Giant crop circle. This circle was reported in 2021 in Wiltshire, UK, Stonehenge's lesser-known cousin. It's a World Heritage Site, home to one of the greatest marvels of prehistoric Britain. And now this. The henge and the stones that encircle it date back to the Neolithic period and was used as a ceremonial site where religious rituals took place.
Wow.
Now, though, it's a hotspot for UFO and alien sightings, though the hidden military base a few miles away may have something to do with the strange lights often seen in the night sky, along with the state-of-the-art
They're like some Illuminati stuff or something. Illuminati sign.
drones cruising the area. And this drone footage of the crop circle only makes us wonder if we're indeed being visited. This giant crop circle is no joke. Or is it? Reports of mysterious patterns appearing in wheat, barley, and cornfields in this area began to circulate in the 1970s, but it was in the late 80s that the phenomenon seemed to be everywhere. Circles began to appear more frequently and had become far more ornate. Some resembled trippy fractals and hieroglyphs, others stylized animals. The intricacy and size of the formations, plus the fact that they would appear overnight, seemingly out of nowhere, baffles locals and farmers to this day.
Perfect.
Number 11.
I remember you showed me something like that before.
Yeah, you get really, when you really start listening to the stories and stuff, like where people talk about like these big, and they look small from like an aerial view, but they're huge. And to have them like so perfect, like the squares, the lines, the designs that are into them, it's like no person could go out there and cut that
with a lawnmower or some type of like cutting
Not
device.
At all.
Like that's one of the more intriguing things that I've seen.
And it happens overnight. Like it literally will be there like the next day, and it's like, who the heck came and did that?
A perfect circle. All the lines are like completely adjacent,
They're
parallel
always,
to each other, measured out perfectly.
If it's not a circle, it's like some type of hexagon or something.
That's why I said the Illuminati.
Where it's like, what the heck is that? But yeah, it's creepy.
It's the Illuminati.
Okay.
Wild bear hunts drone. Bears often splash around where the river feeds into the ocean, stirring up tasty fish. You don't have to be a skilled hunter or park ranger to know never to get in the way of a feeding bear. So this drone, as you can see, has some really bad timing. The classic grizzly bear image of a massive golden brown bear is a reality. But a hungry grizzly bear can be as little as 250 pounds in the spring after hibernating. A grizzly's front claws can reach up to 4 inches in length, claws as long as human fingers. It's highly advisable you avoid these, as this drone is about to find out. Plus, bears are fast. They can run more than 37 miles an hour. That's twice as fast as an Olympic sprinter.
What?
Not unlike people, bears can be empathetic, fearful, joyful, playful, social, and irritated. They're all individuals and have unique personalities. Cubs, as well as older bears, engage in social play and have ways to greet strangers and decide if they're friendly or not. This bear clearly doesn't want to make friends with that drone, that's for sure. Bears treat humans just as they would other bears. The problem is that bears are very physical with each other, with the intentional use of bites, swats, or body posturing. The drone just won't quit, however. You know what they say, don't poke the bear. Number 10. Hoverman. Hoverboards aren't a new concept, but new breakthroughs in this tech have made a much more futuristic product possible, as you can see. You too can hover like this Hoverman. The good news for adventure seekers, these boards will be made available to the public soon. A company claims to have created the first flying hoverboard. From American TV commercials to Japanese primetime TV, the achievement of producing the first flying hoverboard garnered attention unlike anything we could have ever imagined.
Oh my God.
The designers, called Omni Hoverboard, said, "We fly for some of the biggest audiences around the world. It looks like it works great if this video is any indication." The company was unable to confirm how many boards would be available, but the company is currently expecting the hoverboards to retail for somewhere between 40 to 50 grand each. That's no cheap toy. And not just anyone can use it. There will be a weight limit of 200 pounds, and the heavier the weight, the shorter the flight time. For now, the hoverboard vehicles are made custom for clients in limited quantities.
I need to rent one of those.
Number 9.
I just want to try it out. I need to rent
Runaway
one of
elephants. As you can see, it's been slow going for Chinese authorities trying to usher these 14 elephants back to their home reserve near the Thai border in southwest China. The whole operation is run by forestry firefighters who keep tabs on the herd with drones as the elephants move through thick forests and villages. They have to rest sometime, right? Global media started paying attention to the roving herd recently as the beast started wreaking havoc through farmlands on a seemingly aimless migration northeast. So media set up live streams to track their journey, and millions have tuned in to see the animals' traveling antics, including raiding farms, visiting a car dealership, and napping in fields. When the elephants enter populated areas, the task force cuts the power to prevent the giants from electrocuting themselves or starting fires. They send everyone indoors, then deposit bananas and other food to persuade the elephants to keep moving. In the latest installment of drone videos, the headquarters in charge of monitoring the elephant migration think the herd may be heading back home. However, determining the herd's specific routes will need further research, officials say. The herd is already some 300 miles away from home as it is. Number 8.
Miles.
Wow.
Fishing drone. Florida's got a problem, and it's spiny, sneaky, and hard to spook. The lionfish first made its way to the American waters from the South Pacific in the 1980s as the popular aquarium pet. It now reigns terror up and down the salty reaches of the eastern United States and Bermuda, with some places hosting hundreds of individuals in a single acre. They have a voracious appetite and few known predators, making them nearly impossible to control. The answer to this dilemma? A remotely operated vehicle, ROV, that uses a harpoon gun to exterminate its roughly target.
No way.
The exotic, maroon-striped creatures don't go to lures and are tough to catch in nets. Plus, the species isn't too wary of humans. The Reef Sweeper drone is designed to snag lionfish lurking well below the water surface. On land, a trained employee uses a joystick to home in on the target, almost like a video game. Right now, Florida is testing the Reef Sweeper prototype with a killing capacity of 150 fish per trip, but its spear can reload every 10 seconds, cutting down the time it takes to deploy the machine. Ultimately, the goal is to have each ROV bag 1,000 lionfish a day. Number 7.
What are they doing again?
I don't know. It's like lionfish.
What are they doing that they got to go do that?
Because they're saying that the water is overpopulated with them. So I'm just trying to figure out, like...
Maybe they bite or they do something to people.
Yeah, because people keep them in their fish tanks. Yeah. But I don't think people actually eat them. Like, are they like poisonous or something?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, what did they do that they got to do that? So if they're overpopulated, that would make sense. And they just
can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
And they just can't get rid of them at all.
Florida has a problem.
1,000 lionfish a day. Number 7. Drone law and order. Police in China don't have to pull drivers over to warn them of traffic offenses. Now they can just bark orders from hovering drones.
No
Episode
way.
1. A state broadcaster aired footage of a traffic police using a drone to tell a scooter rider to put on his helmet. Check it out. After realizing the disembodied voice was speaking to him, the rider sheepishly complied with the drone's demands. That response could indicate that people in China are becoming, or perhaps already are, desensitized to the nation's surveillance efforts. Drones are no big deal to these folks.
Look.
After all, China is already home to arguably the world's most extensive network of facial recognition-equipped security cameras.
Oh, no.
It closely monitors and controls citizens' online activity. Compared to all that, a police drone that monitors
online activity?
Yeah.
Face recognition? Mm-hmm. Ooh, man.
Bosses around citizens as they navigate Chinese streets probably does seem like no big deal. And it appears to work pretty well. Drones have been allowed to monitor traffic violations since 2019. Since then, they have helped to identify more than 2,000 traffic offenses in the city. It's drone law and order. Number 6. Abandoned.
That is the reason why people were so apprehensive about getting phones and stuff like that, where you got to put your fingerprint on it, or they got the facial recognition now,
With the phone as well. And
where do you think the technology came from?
That, and then also where does that information actually go to? Who actually holds and harbors that particular information? Because it does go somewhere. Somewhere.
Yeah.
In polar bear house. Polar bears took up residence in a rather unusual place recently, a decrepit, abandoned weather station on the small remote island in the Arctic tundra of northeastern Siberia, several hundred miles away from the Alaskan coast. We're talking remote. The polar bears, all 20 or so, can be seen walking about outside and lazing around the abandoned weather station. They even appear to be nuzzling up to one another while others inside peer through windows from the decaying structures. One is even seen standing on a stoop. The females kept close to the few cubs that accompanied the adult bears.
Wow.
Capturing these incredible shots of the bears was a sheer stroke of luck. On a trip to the Chukotka region and Wrangel Island, a nature reserve under UNESCO protection, someone on the sailing vessel pulled out binoculars and lo and behold, spotted the white tops of polar bears in the distance. Knowing it was too dangerous to step foot on the island that particular day, they powered a drone equipped with low-noise propellers to capture video and photos of the bears as unobtrusively as possible. Capturing the shots took tremendous patience, so the bears could get used to the buzzing of the drone. Number 5.
Wow.
Sausage saves the day. As the tide came in near a town in England, it began to look perilous for this Jack Russell Whippet cross who had defied the efforts of police, firefighters, and coast guards to pluck her from these treacherous mudflats. The rescuers had to think quickly and came up with the idea of attaching a sausage to a drone and hoping the scent of the treat would tempt Millie the dog to safety. And it worked.
Oh, wow.
Sausage saves the day. Millie disappeared after slipping from her leash and was spotted in the mudflats in danger of being engulfed by the tide. She resisted efforts to encourage her to a safer spot until a drone pilot suggested attaching food to one of the unmanned aerial vehicles that had been used to track the dog. It was a crazy idea that they pressed ahead, and after checking aviation regulations and the maximum takeoff weight of their machines, the rescuers calculated they could attach a single sausage to a drone. To the joy of the rescuers, Millie took the bait. Though the sausage worked, skittish Millie raced off again, but was finally reunited with her owner. Every dog and search operation is always going to be different, but if you're ever in a similar situation again, why not employ the sausage method? Number 4, Nessie Returns. The Loch Ness Monster has been caught again, if this video taken by a canoeist drone is to be believed. Footage shows a mysterious black shape on the banks of the lake in Scotland. The drone video zooms in on the dark Nessie-shaped shadow, which wriggles as the camera gets closer. There was no driftwood in the vicinity, and the shadow had the same shape as previous sightings. So there's been over 85 theories of what the Loch Ness Monster is, ranging from wind slicks, reflections, plant debris, and boat wakes, to the zoological implausible anacondas, killer whales, you name it. Some rumors have been reinvented independently, showing the ingenuity of each generation of Nessie investigators. For example, the idea that the Loch Ness Monster was originally a swimming elephant from a visiting circus resurfaced 3 times. We're not getting that from this video. One of the first sightings of old Nessie, believed to have fueled Monster Nessie forever, came in 1933. On this date, the local newspaper carried a story about a local couple who claimed to have seen an enormous animal rolling and plunging on the surface. Fact or fiction? Is this Nessie Returns the sequel? You decide. Number 3, strange sinkhole. Sinkholes like this one are a global geological phenomenon with many causes, but the recent uptick in Turkey's central Konya region is largely attributed to rapid groundwater. Farmers are forced to tap deep underground wells to irrigate fields amid a nearly 3-year-long drought. The sinkhole is huge. Researchers have cataloged more than 2,200 sinkholes in the area, more than 700 of which are deeper than 3 feet. The largest are hundreds of feet deep.
Wow.
As you can see, a really huge sinkhole opened in Turkey, in the province of Konya, in the southeastern part of central Anatolia.
Wow.
This phenomenon often, but not always, occurs in a type of subsoil where there are carbonate rocks. Caverns are created in the subsoil, which collapse, swallowing everything on the surface and posing a danger to houses and infrastructure. Agriculture activity is said to have accelerated.
I could not be hanging off of that thing like that. I
The
don't care.
cliffhanger.
Absolutely not. Not a sinkhole hole.
And and I've seen some of those that go, hundreds of feet down, and then it's just water down there at the bottom of it,
That's insane. Look at that.
Nothing but water down in the middle of it.
Wow.
Danger to houses and infrastructure. Agriculture activity is said to have accelerated a natural process in which the limestone subsoil is literally dissolved by water. Much needed groundwater for agricultural purposes has lowered the water table in recent years, as reported in a recent scientific study of sinkholes in this area. Another strange sinkhole strikes again. Number 2, Volcano explores. Video technology and science converged here in this active volcano in Vanuatu, a South Pacific Ocean nation made up of roughly 80 islands. Camera-mounted drones capture high-definition images of the spectacular yet dangerous Mitchem crater. The team piloted the drones over the 7.5-mile-wide caldera while confronting toxic gases and boiling lava. Apparently, the hardest part of flying was the hot air rushing out and cold air getting pulled into the lava lake. The machine would surge forwards, then the hot air would blow, hotter than a hairdryer, and the drone would react. These tropical islands are not only the perfect location for this kind of research, and as you can see, it offers the possibility for adventurous expeditions.
Look at that.
No way. There's no way. That could not be my job. I'm not interested.
Hey, just last time I seen something that hot boiling was when you trying to make spaghetti and you left it on hot and all the spaghetti just start bubbling about the pot. That's what it looked like. Dang, it looked hot. On fire.
Into some of the most active and spectacular volcanoes of the world. The active lava lakes of Ambrum and the famous constantly erupting volcano Yasur on the island of Tana. Although these 2 drones succumbed to the harsh environment, the team was able to bring back videos and photos that will help scientists learn more about the volcano and the life around it. Plus, it really showcases how these highly controlled flying cameras might advance science and exploration. Number 1. ManShaped Village. A small town on the island of Sicily was photographed from the air by a drone, revealing its 5-pointed shape. It's called Centurup, and its shape bears an uncanny resemblance to a person. Don't you think? The aerial footage reveals 4 long stretches of buildings jetting off in different directions, like limbs, and a shorter 5th stretch that makes up the head. Seeing the village from above, it's impossible not to notice a similarity with the shape of a person lying on its back, arms and legs open. The shape of the town has been likened to many things: a person, a 5-pointed star, a swallow with spread wings, and Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man drawing. Thanks to its long history, this village is a real archaeological gem. And today, not only the village, but the whole surrounding area is a tourist destination. A local drone operator first discovered the human shape of the town when looking at the town on Google Earth. Seeing an opportunity, he flew his drone as high as he could get above it, and now we get to see the man-shaped village for ourselves.
Wow.
Pretty soon, drones will be taking over if these videos were any indicator. The future is now, it looks like, but you can't deny all the cool things we can do with them, all the places we can go, and the service they can provide. So, like and subscribe. See you next time.
That was good.
It is because it gives you a deeper look in regards to like drones and just their usage, not just spying and looking into things, but actually like benefiting, society and benefiting science too.
Yeah.
More than anything. Because I know you brought up too that now they're like delivering like groceries and things of that nature in certain areas of even like the United States. So there's like they're already doing like trial runs of drones like delivering things. So that's where we're headed and that's where we're going.
Yeah, I mean in terms of like the advancement of technology, that stuff. Drones, I feel like are already things that have been banned. Like they've been out for a long time. Mm-hmm. Military uses them all the time, like all the time. I feel like they started putting them out to the public, and then it was new to the public, but not like new. But in a sense that you can go and see. I mean, we see them all the time flying over the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. I figured out that's how HOA knows what you're doing in your backyard. It's because they flying those drones, y'all. I figured it out. But
especially out here, they have a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
And they just fly them because they like to take like the aerial shots and aerial pictures and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because they post them on the website a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But this was interesting though. I actually enjoyed this. Especially getting all close with the polar bears and the bears and the one little gorilla that swiped the mug with the tree
the monkey. The thing that got me would have been the I guess it was the volcano.
Oh yeah, the volcano.
And the very last one, but
and the crop circles too. That one's actually really good because a lot of people could miss that if you're not the one that mows the grass or is the person that does that. Like I could see that being in somebody's grass for a very long time and they didn't even know it, right? Because it's just such a big area, you know what I mean, and to catch something like that. But they're hard to miss, I'm sure, especially if you're the one that has to be out there all the time
with the crops and stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but the most fascinating one for me would have been the volcano because you can't get that close to get those types of shots to be able to see it like that.
No, and it's really cool.
That was fascinating.
Absolutely, yeah. So y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section, and if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Smash the notification bell, join the family, and if ain't nobody else told you, I love you. And we gonna see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Bye.